Hello and welcome to I Hit Drums. This is lesson 12 of my beginner video course. Today we're going to be looking at combining the three different sticking patterns that we've already seen in previous lessons. And those are singles, doubles and paradiddles. So if you haven't already worked through lessons 6, 8 and 11, this isn't going to make a great deal of sense because we're actually going to be working on the principles that we learned within those three lessons. But we're not just going to stop at singles, doubles and paradiddles. We're going to further develop your independence as well by adding the alternate foot pattern in there, which we learned in lesson 7. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is working with eighth notes, but we're going to work through those different stickings. So we're going to be doing a bar of singles as eighth notes, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, immediately followed by a bar of doubles, and then immediately followed by a bar of paradiddles, and then again a bar of doubles. So you're going to get singles, doubles, paradiddles, doubles. Now you can loop these exercises as well. You almost get like a pyramid of stickings. Singles, doubles, paradiddles, doubles, singles, doubles, paradiddles, doubles. But for now we're going to just run the exercise one time. So let's give that a try. Okay, so as always, we're going to be going at 60 BPM. And as I mentioned, we've got the singles into doubles, into paradiddles, into doubles. And these are all eighth notes. But the key thing that we're working on here is consistency of timing. But also think about how hard you're hitting the snare drum as you play these. Try and have every hit as even as the other, even as those sticking patterns change. Let's give it a go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we're going to look at the same principle with singles into doubles, into paradiddles, into doubles, but now we're going to be doing 16th notes. So we're still going to be playing this at 60 BPM, but we're essentially doubling the hit rate now. Let's give that a try. So we're still going at 60 BPM, but the rate that we're playing is going to be twice as fast as it was before. So again, listen to a bar of count yourself in for a bar, and then begin. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Now, incidentally, I should add that the last two exercises are really good warm-ups for when you're playing gigs, or you've got like an exam coming up, something like that, or even just before you start practicing. Working through singles, doubles, paradiddles at different speeds, so 8th notes, 16th notes, and different tempos, is a really good way of warming your hands up before you start playing. So as I mentioned at the start of this lesson, we're also going to try and further develop your independence on the kit. And the easiest way to do that, as we've learned so far, is to start adding the feet to some of these exercises that we're doing throughout the course. We're going to revisit the sticking patterns within 8th notes, and we're still doing singles, doubles, paradiddles, doubles, but we're going to add feet to this. Now, just to save a bit of time here, we're going to just go with the alternate feet, so bass drum on 1, hi-hat foot on 2, bass drum on 3, hi-hat foot on 4. And as I said before, within your own practice time, you should try the version where it's just the bass drum on 1, 2, 3, 4, and you should also try the version where it's just the hi-hat foot on 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give that a try. Okay, so just a reminder, we're going to be doing the alternate feet with this exercise. So that's the bass drum on 1, hi-hat foot on 2, bass drum on 3, hi-hat foot on 4, and that's going to sound like. And we're going to play that underneath the 8th notes on the hands. Let's give it a go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So yeah, that paradiddle, eighth note paradiddle with the alternate feet, that's a tricky one. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing as we just did in the last section with eighth notes, only now we're going to be doing 16th notes. And we're still going to stick with the alternate footing for the feet part of this exercise. Okay, so let's try those 16th note sticking combinations now with the feet underneath. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. One more thing we're going to do before we finish this lesson is we're actually going to work on changing rates. So we're going to be moving from eighth notes into 16th notes. And this is going to be one big exercise. We're not going to include the feet with this one, but you obviously can in your own practice time. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a bar of singles as eighth notes, followed by a bar of singles as 16th notes. And then we'll do eighth note doubles, and then 16th note doubles, eighth note paradiddles, 16th note paradiddles, and then back to doubles and eighth notes, and then doubles as 16th notes. So we're still following the same singles, doubles, paradiddles, doubles pattern, but instead of one bar of eighth notes into another bar of eighth notes, we're going to be doing eighth notes, 16th notes, eighth notes, 16th notes. So we're doubling that speed as we go. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so let's give this a try. A bar of eighth notes into a bar of 16th notes every time, but it's still singles, singles, doubles, doubles, paradiddles, paradiddles, doubles, doubles. No feet. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Another really good warm-up that you can try. So quite a few different things for you to work on there. Not only are you developing your control of your hands by working between those different sticking patterns and also working between those different rates from 8th notes to 16th notes, but you're also further developing your independence by adding the feet to those exercises. And one thing I'd like to add on to that is that all these exercises that you're working on, you're doing with the metronome as well. So you're actually working on your timekeeping throughout all of these exercises. Now, once you feel confident with those at 60 BPM, you might want to try them again at 70 or 80 or 90, or just keep going until you kind of reach that threshold. Again, as I said before, I don't think speed should be a goal. The more you play and the more you practice, you're going to get faster anyway. What you should be working on is developing good time feel and a good control of the sticks and good control of the feet. That's all for this lesson. So until next time, enjoy.